All right. Good evening, guys. Well, today there is gonna be quite a nice race again. We have a little bit of a good old burst party. And some other fast drivers have registered as well. And the race weather forecast shows big raindrops from like a quarter till the middle of the race. So let's see how that goes. And obviously I had to make my life more difficult and take the Cadillac. Although I did some last minute setup clicks and now it's kind of drivable. Let me do this so maybe you can see the pad better. Hello, MVN. All right. Just enough time to put in 2 more practice laps. So this is not Le Mans anymore, which means there is no softs. There is only mediums, and the mediums, and also there is no tire blankets. So it will take the mediums around 2 laps to get up to speed, in these temperatures at least. And then in the race, when it starts becoming wetter and wetter, if the rain arrives, it's gonna be very intriguing to see how much water the mediums can handle, but especially how much low temperatures they can handle. You find Fuji very hard. Yeah, same here, to be honest. I think especially sector 3, but well, also some other corners before. It's the braking zones and the way that you need to take the apexes here, like this, the front will not grip and then the rear will start sliding, and then you're on this bumpy curb and then it's very awkward to turn left and brake at the same time. It's very difficult. The easiest solution is to rather under-turn the steering wheel a little bit, because as soon as you load it a bit too much, it will start bouncing between oversteer and grip, and it's gonna be unpredictable. Hello, Colin. Fuji time indeed. I have actually never, like, raced here with an open setup, I think. Maybe it was LMP2 with open set, but never really worked on any hypercar or any other car. So this is my first go. And yeah, many corners are immediately very confusing about what they want from the car. Like, I have no idea if last 3 corners here are actually understeery or oversteery. It's both, like, depending on which part of the corner you're in. And David will be flying today.
That BMW is hopelessly slow.
Just David is hopelessly fast.
It's the LMDH cars being off. It's a pattern, like they are pretty stable and therefore, I don't know what clicks the car would probably need, whatever.
Well, you're a half a second quicker for now.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's very low FPS. 99, 112, okay, now it's stabilized. Yeah, look at the top 5 cars in that standings. All the different makes. I think somebody signed in, was it actually Daniele Brambilla? He signed up with the Peugeot as well. Well, Victor, I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure I saw Daniela in the register list with the Peugeot. But let's see. This mic is shaking around and causing me weird sounds. I'm correct, okay. I feel like I should just take all 3 last corners in 3rd gear instead of 2nd. Third gear is fine. So first lap will not be the quickest, but now the tires should be kind of a 67. It's not. It's a bit colder than in practice, I think. Not really. 39, 40. This felt very good. I have messed up with the fuel. Do I have enough time to warm up the tires? I don't think so. I will... Wait, I have 1.5. I will save a bit of fuel and try to keep the temps up. And just do one more lap. Because that point 2 was so clean and so good that I don't think I can beat it with, well, first or second lap on tires, and I'm not getting third lap anymore. Pit for fuel. Because I have no idea if that's possible. Never done it. Well, I tried this lap, and then if I mess it up, I tried boxing. Not great. No, I'm not improving this one. Actually, have to practice the pit entry. Even if I run out of time for extra lap. Fuel calculation is still a bit bugged. It reduces the fuel ratio, I guess. I don't know. Although I did put quali setup with lower fuel ratio. Right, so where to brake? It's not easy. Let's see what happens. I had virtual energy maxed anyway, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Because I left the garage with 100. So will I get extra lap? I think I could just about get an extra lap in. But I need to be fast on this one. Well, MVM, it is bumpy. And it doesn't make it easier than the straight towards the end is especially bumpy, and that's where the cars are running on the bump rubbers the most. And the suspension is squashed, and then those big bumps hit. David got me by 5 milliseconds. Come on. Well, despite that, I'm very happy with my current best lap. think the tires are just not gripping enough anymore to improve. Well, just about managed to start the new lap, so let's see. Now the tires are not good anymore, so that will have to be P2. Calling track temps. It's slowly dropping, but like it's been within 1 degree since the start of quali. So last pit practice. One can lose or gain a lot of time there in that kind of chicane. But if you lock up on that paint, you're going straight into the wall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please start your engines.
Thank you, Colin. How much time I have? It's a very long time. I didn't check how far the Peugeot was, but still, quite nice. No Porsche in the top 8. Felt like the TC was not really doing its job in some corners now with these values. And I don't think I can blame the cut. I think it's one of these. Anyway, let's see how much of rain that is in the middle stint. And then actually need to figure out one more thing. Thank you, MVN. And yeah, like the BOP is good. It's pretty good. Not sure if it's esports good, but for like good quality online racing, it's more than enough together for now. 2.7 fuel. Yeah, I think it's like I measured before. And virtual energy was like 2.85. Means 1.5 minutes per lap. It can easily do 2 stints. Like it's 90-minute race, and that can easily be like 45 or even a 50 and 40. But yeah, let's see what that rain does. Maybe we have to box, maybe we don't have to box. The race is, I think, yeah, 90 minutes, and then it's minute and a half, so it's like 60 laps ish, and that's like 1/5 of the race, kind of, or 1/4 of the race. So 12 to 15 laps of rain, and it will take a couple of laps to be wet enough. So let's see how random that is. Yeah, I have my calculator ready. I will need it today. Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
For lap 1, like there is still this simulated tire warmers for fast rolling start, so the temps are not gonna be terrible for lap 1, but still not optimal. Let's just try to survive turn 1. Oh, David went asleep. And the virtual mirror is bugged again. It's squeezed together, I think, a little bit. I should have defended the inside. David P5. The Toyota behind is really good in sector 3. And Michi has low wings. Or something. He pulled away so much on the acceleration. Jeroen, that's not the best idea at the moment. I might spin myself by doing that because I'm yet to find a good feeling. Understeer. Victor, that sounds good. Jeroen, I guess you have taken it as a proper esports event. After those, I need a couple of days to fully recover. Well, we've been doing low 28s in practice session, now we're a second off that, but I don't feel I can comfortably go faster.
Scary.
A bit. I think Miche has taken less rear wing for sure. The BMW is already very good with the fuel economy. But now it's gonna be even better in the long run. At the default, I don't know what is default to be honest. Well, I remember doing this race in intermediate and the BMW was very fast on the straight but had nothing in low speed. Or maybe not so much low speed but just like long medium speed. Those lockups were what I experienced on the default set. Don't defend thin air. Copy, Dennis. I mean, I did decrease a little bit the in-game sounds. No, don't do that. Nah. Okay. I'm not gonna be crashing around, even if Mr. Erchan wants to.
Where is my wing LMDH?
Will dive bomb you.
Copy.
I think he didn't want to dive bomb you, Yarnay. I wanted to overtake him and he kind of freaked out.
Copy, okay. Well, we are nicely converging into P1 here. Let's see what happens when the rain strikes. would say rain will be here like around lap 15. So a couple of more laps to go. But then maybe it's not a 100% chance. Come on, Michi, defend. Nice. Uh-oh. Could have dived in some place, but I don't want to crash already in the first stint. Oi, oi. Oh no, that guy is diving. That was very unfortunate. Thank you, Asim, for the reminder. I don't feel pro enough yet to request the likes. And I need to put motor map a bit lower so I don't deplete the energy. Or not the energy, the battery.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know, the Cadillac feels a bit hopeless in the last corners, but the pace is fine overall.
Wasn't your fault.
Arde's having time of his life. Although we all in top 4 are doing kind of the same. Just that I try to channel all the excitement into fuel saving and the tire saving. Michi, my stream demands you to smile a bit more on your stream.
I'm unhappy with my car, but I try to smile.
Yeah,
They will love it.
I did expect something like that for the answer. If David gains P1, and if I'm still P4, it's going to be difficult to catch him later. Well, maybe third gear is a bit too slow for the last corner in the long run. On full tank and slightly worn tires. I think Erchan is maybe slightly struggling with tires already. Oh, the rain. Lap 13. Now the fun begins. Where is my wiper? Okay. That was not intentional. But that was not rain either. I just missed the braking point. Yeah, I will eventually look at the track condition. I just thought it's not wet enough yet for me to change the screen. It will take some time for the rain to ramp up. Ooh, nice lag. It just has a little bit of performance advantage in that last corner. Feels like my best chance is actually in the sector 2 chicane. The rain is increasing. Track is still kind of grippy. We're just losing so much time now with the Erchan. Yeah, no spray indeed. Silly slide. My bad. Now don't defend, you can take the racing line. Temps dropping. It's drizzling, like that's not enough for wet. But I have not really lucked out with traffic and Airchan overtaking me. I need a bit of a wiper. Although I don't know what's more annoying, the drops or the wiper.
Go, go. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Tricky conditions. I feel the grip already decreasing. But I can't judge it, like it feels random every corner.
Victor, you cannot do it in LMU. Raindrops can only be low, medium or high or max or ultra or something. There is no off. Thinking of doing something with the ARBs, but I don't know what. All right. Let's see who's the bravest. So we have detached the ARB in the middle of the lap. It's laying somewhere around the barrier in sector 2. Ah, it's wet now. Hypercars not beating though. feel like I should box. But if it stops raining within 7 laps... I don't know. Should have boxed this lap probably. Yeah, Christian, sorry. Now these conditions really require all the focus. Some will box now. Probably Michi is boxing. Feel like I should do the same. I didn't request the pit stop. I hope I don't lose much. I imagine he will gain a couple of seconds. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Okay, that's gonna be a reverse. Oh, aha. He gets rotated and I get rotated in the left and all is good. And I hope there is no time loss with that. Perfect. Should have boxed lap earlier.
Nice. Pit limiter got off in pits.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's a weird bug.
That's it.
Pepe pray. Drive through?
Yeah.
Ah, that's a shame. What kind of a bug is that? PC is so smooth now in the wet. David has boxed. That's gonna be interesting now. Let's see how much time he lost. But Michi is flying on this lap. At least a second faster. And David is... yeah, he has lost a lot of time. Let's see if he has cold tires. If that's a thing on the wets. He's not really significantly slower. Yeah, so looks like wets immediately turn on. She's going in to serve the drive-through. So I guess Daniela is trying his luck on the four-wheel drive Peugeot. Oof, understeer. Wish we had properly working wet lines. Would add so much to the immersion. Michi pressed speed button off by accident. Alright. Well, that can happen. Worse things than that can happen. Like downshift pulled by mistake or neutral activated at 300, which happened to me some weeks ago. It sounded like as if I had some part of car scrapping after detaching ARB. Maybe let's try 1-1. Well, Daniela is like 4 seconds per lap off, which is crazy. Maybe 5 seconds. So if it stops raining now, well, he could like save a whole pit stop. Because from now on, race is short enough that you can have only one fuel tank and we will have to box anyway. But it's very wet. So he will be slower for quite some time. Yeah, now there was no more scrapping on the left side in that long right when I reattached the ARB to the car. Yeah, he will need... Brambilla will need more fuel than us. But probably he will not need a tire change, he can just stay on mediums if it stops raining. And I think it is stopping. I would assume that given that the wet line is not really working properly, it's better to just shortcut these long braking zones in Sector 3 and just make a tighter but smaller corner. It's so difficult to see the braking point, or maybe I have chosen the wrong braking point, because I'm looking at the white line braking on the left, and obviously in the spray that's no good. I think the car is significantly better with these ARBs, which is a big change from what was the case in R Factor 2. That was a perfect braking point. Marley, if I can explain TC, I can explain. Basically it's just mapped differently. Basically TC monitors, like TC and slip are like thresholds for front to rear, so longitudinal wheel slip or wheel spin or wheel lock, well mostly power wheel spin, and then slip is for lateral, so left to right sliding, and if it goes higher than some threshold, it will activate the TC cut, and cut is just the percentage how much the power is cut when TC gets activated. So in GTEs, the thresholds are set much, let's say... Actually the thresholds are kind of same, but like the cut is a lot different. So in GTEs, the cut 1 cuts the same or like similarly as, I don't know, cut 6 or 5 in hypercars. So for same effect you need to use more in hypercars. But that's the case only after the big update. Before that, all the cars required like cut 1 or so. Yeah, it's down to drizzle. The rain will soon stop, but the road is wet, and that means that it's very wet. Actually, that's wrong. It can be more wet and then it says very wet in the HUD. But it will require quite some driving until slicks are faster. can see a little bit of darker line, which means it's drying. Different lines, corner to corner. Well, it doesn't feel too much different apart from the last corner. The Ferrari of David in P2 is feeling quite fast now. So rain is over. Need more ARB on the front. And the wets are quite hot already, so it will go quite quickly towards the mediums. Forgot if the pit menu is relative or absolute. If it's relative, it adds what you set. If it's absolute, you exit with what you set. Need to ask Michi on the straight.
How are you going so quick?
David is quicker.
I'm a second of you and 1.5 of David.
Brake bias?
Same as the dries already lock in the rears.
We are still gaining a little bit on Daniela in P1. Thank you, Colin. Need to do some calculations. I won't need to add much, just a little bit. I think Michi is struggling because of his rear wing. Probably he uses less downforce. I went with quite big rear wing. But maybe the BMW is just not great at mechanical grip. Is David boxing? Nope. Wait, that's Daniela going into the pits. And he will go straight into mediums. Or he will not change tires at all. I think I actually have enough fuel till the end. Would be nice if the dry line was more visible. Wait, no, I didn't want to. Fuel ratio is fine. I need to decrease the virtual energy. It's gonna be like 23 more laps. Still slightly wet. I don't know. I need to do another one. But I'm losing so much to David. And the temps are not shooting through the roof either. So Erchen boxed. We will be on slicks. Now I need to cover. "12 seconds, it will add a little bit of fuel." 4 seconds for that 2 liters, that's a scam. Wait, my battery is full. Have I been running a maxed out battery for some laps and losing lap time? I was on 30 motor map. In the wet I would need more. Ay. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit tricky. Tires are having no grip in the dry already in the first lap. Now add some more wetness to that. Doesn't feel the best. And I did gain a little bit on Erchan, although I gained because he had tire warm-up issues as well. Quite lucky with how I emerged ahead of P4 and P5. I don't know, like Kahel, I would need to watch some real life on boards. Like I did watch one trackside shot at Spa when some hypercar exited the pits, and it felt like he is literally on like metal tires without any rubber. So hard to say. I don't feel it's overly tricky, like it creeps up after 3 corners and then slowly reaches the optimal operating window. I don't think it's overdone, like driving wise. You just need to be prepared about it with brake bias more to the rear and earlier braking. So Brambilla lost some time with that strategy. And I think actually the perfect call was to go onto the wets 1 or 2 laps earlier than we have all gone, and then to box roughly now where Erchan boxed maybe, or a lap earlier than I. Although David is still going quite fast, but he has less fuel. Okay. Like it's still wet, or like I don't know, my brake bias is a lot to the rear. Yeah, like 3% compared to dry track.
Yeah, we'll have a drive.
Oh dear. You
also
sped into
speed.
it?
I just turned off the speed limit.
That's not the way I wanted to compete.
So the same happened to you, interesting.
But I'm too late to earn a drive-through for myself, so it will not be equal.
Oh, but I don't have a
Competition.
penalty. Then the leeway is just huge. Because I was doing like
Alright.
65, I think.
Then we have a fair competition till the end. Although David gained so much in those laps, it's crazy. Though, let's see now, he will have 0 grip for this lap. So let's say 9 seconds, and we see how much it is after a lap. And I'm still locking up. So I gained less than 3 seconds, and I'll maybe gain half a second more now. Ooh. Unlock! Wow! Sorry, that was the worst reaction, but that was so weird. What a lockup, like that was... Did they touch the white line or something? That was exactly like a lockup happened in the Cadillac in iRacing, to be honest. It felt absolutely the same. Just that in iRacing I would go straight into the wall without any stopping power, but here I could do what they could do in real life. Unlock it and brake again. Like into this corner here, I'm locking the rears. And in some other corners, the front, just no stopping power. That caught me by huge surprise. Daniele touched Michi, oh dear. What to do with brake bias now? I guess I just brake earlier.
I agree about the leeway. I did almost 80 and just had a drive-through. Should have been a stop and go.
Good to know.
In all honesty, I think it was more than 65 in my case. Like I had it turned off for a second and I was full throttle for a second before I realized.
Yeah, good that the pit lane's still wet, I guess.
Well, the track looks completely dry, but it drives like it's still very damp. I feel like I'm slightly faster than David in these conditions. With 7 seconds to go. Oof. Like now I'm locking the rears. Very late into the braking zone, but before it was immediate front outside lock. must have been a white line with reduced grip or something. Too wide. Hello, James. Well, I would say at this point David's fire should be tired already. Well, maybe David's tire should be fired up already. But probably I would need David's fire to be tired already so I can have a go at him. 6 seconds gap. He had to pass these GTs and I will get them on the straight. Why did he block me there? Nice drift. It was just a very little one, but it was mostly rear rotation. So now I just need to brake half a meter later, every lap. And I broke 1 meter later. But I need to keep doing it, otherwise I will not find the grip improvements as the track is still drying. That gap is bugged. David gains 7/10 out of last corner, that's surely not a BOP feature. I love that radar up. And here we are again talking about the grammar and pronunciation. Like, when these slower cars move away, sometimes there is just no way of knowing at what angle they will rejoin the track. And I would probably like miss the apex just a little bit if I didn't have that radar. But now I knew that LMP2, which was in the dead field or like in the blind spot, was not a danger. That guy's... Okay, he did stop the car. I was waiting for him to T-bone me from the left.
Jenny, how much clicks went you back with the brake bias?
Like
Roughly.
30%.
So 7 clicks, huh?
Probably depends on the car.
Steps in half.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, I have half steps, yeah. So yeah, I guess 6, 7. I have overfueled. Thought I would have to add fuel even at the second pit stop, but already the first stop made me overfuel. I suppose David has the same problem. I suppose I need over half a second per lap to catch David. Wait, if I want to burn fuel, I should just decrease the regen, right? And then I will have the same power but worse efficiency. But honestly, I have no idea if that affects car balance. A bit less regen on the rears. Or is it on the front on the Cadillac? I think it's the rear regen on the Cadillac. Could mean extra understeer. I have exactly the same pace as David, but I'll try maxing out the motor map and trying to burn a bit more fuel, if that's how it works. Okay, time to move brake bias more to the front. But these little silly mistakes just cost me all the time that I gained to David. In hindsight, I lost all this time because of the first stint not defending from Mitch into turn 1. and then being probably way too safe when Ercan dived into turn 1 as well. And then battling with Ercan when David and Michi were pulling away. Now, well, I'm gaining like 10th or 2 tenths, but not enough. 8 laps, yeah, I would need a second per lap. Still the rear locks. Well, now I'm back to the full dry brake bias. Well, I did gain a second and a half now, because David got stuck. No, come on. It's not easy with the brakes. It's so difficult to nail them. And it's such small margins between braking half a meter later and gaining a tenth, or braking 1 meter later and locking up the tire and losing a second. And actually that's a pace in my favor, as Naujok said in his video. The Ferrari is much easier in that aspect, because you can hear the regen motor much more clearly, and when you have a little bit of lockup coming, you can hear that through the regen. So it's much easier to manage the lockups, and on Cadillac it's very difficult. Saying that so I can feel a little bit better about losing the gap again. I want to check Motec, so like lap 15, 51. Brake trace into T1, where exactly I broke. But despite the lockup, the lap time is less than 2 seconds off, so track is still getting significantly faster lap by lap. And good to see that I'm gapping Ercan in P3. Good point, Colin. Yes, indeed. Maybe it would be better if I broke before him and switched back, but I tried that once already this race and almost died on the apex curb. Still don't know whether to use that curb on the exit of T1 or not. I'm getting quite lucky with the traffic there. But only 3 more laps. David was being stuck again a little bit, but I don't think he lost much. One lap to go, 4-second gap, and then I can already start thinking of how many seconds I lost because of mistakes. The lockups, taking 3 laps too much fuel, running full battery for some corners or maybe some laps even, and forgetting about it. Boxing slightly too late. Altogether, surely above 4 seconds. Well, at the same time, David did not have perfect race either, so I still kind of find it remarkable that after 90 minutes of such a unpredictable race, or like a race that we didn't really get prepared for, and we didn't know what the tires will do exactly, and we didn't know what to do with the fuel, and we're gonna finish within 5 seconds. What a race! Shame about Michi getting that drive-through. First stint before it rained was a crazy battle. Oof, well, nice one. Yeah, the safety rating and driver rating gains will be quite nice. Hard to do donuts when the track is like at the slope. Alright, I said that I want to check Motec data between lap 50 and 51. Let's see, because I think I had 50 was the lockup. 51 was no lockup. So in fact, so white is the lockup lap. On lockup lap, yeah, I did brake slightly earlier. But I broke more. Where is that? Tires, wheel spin, yeah, there we go. So we can see here in the brake position the yellow line, no, the white line is the one with the lockup. And I just kept here in this area way too much input, and then the tire didn't want anymore. And then it just kept being clogged up. And then here I released it. Let me just put it like this. Where is it now? I released it from 40% to 32%, and then suddenly it became happy. And then despite increasing brake position even more, it still gripped exponentially. Okay. Yeah, just too much holding at the full input. I can look at the replay. Nope. The most remarkably, it was the left side tire. Although, like, I guess the track kinks to the left a bit, so maybe the steering wheel is like minimally more to the left than to the right. GG Arda, nice race. We had quite a matched pace for most of it. Steering angle position, that's something that I wanted to see as well. So this is into right. I had like, yeah, minus a little bit into the left, but I don't know. I think just maybe the dampness was a little bit higher on the left than on the right. Or maybe, wait, was abrasion was worse on the front left, right? Front left was way worse than front right. So that's why left side, I think that's why the left side locked up and not the right side. David, I had several moments where I was going straight despite having 3% more to the rear. Oh, I keep forgetting we're in the voice chat. Nice racing, guys.
Yeah, it was really nice, thank you.
Yeah, kudos, guys. It's good fun. Actually, I'm frustrated, but still was good fun.
Yeah, the first stint was absolutely crazy.
Like I was so slow.
You were still P1 for most of it.
Yeah, but just because the BMW had top end speed.
Yeah. Did you use like lower or higher rear wing?
7.
And max is what, 12?
I have no idea. I just loaded the default setup and
I had 8, I think, or 9, but max is 12. By the way, what's the DR for you? I only got plus 4.7.
Plus 13.
Minus 11.
David, how was that plus 13?
Because I'm minus 11.
I was expected to be third, both in quali and race.
Ah, you lost the DR.
Yes, last week I lost 11 points.
Ah, so I was actually ahead of you in DR
yeah,
before.
you were set to be second there.
That explains it. All right, well, I guess time to call it a day. Well, it was fun 3 days of streaming. I will not be streaming on the weekend this time, but hopefully you guys all don't forget about me.
By the way, I had wing 5, but I couldn't feel any advantage in top speed.
Yeah, it's like 10 milliseconds per click or something.
Yeah, I tested like, because I was doing setup for this track with Ferrari, and well, not for the rain, but like for the dry. And I tested wing 1 and wing like max, I think 11. And at the end of the straight, the difference is just 1/10.
Yeah. It's very small, but also the downforce is not like hugely increased.
Yeah, like you can normally drive with wing 1 on this track.
Interesting. Would wonder what the BMW is doing with rear wing 1, but like I don't know. Car didn't rotate in high speed, and I kept spinning in low speed. Felt like I had zero confidence in the car.
I think BMW feature.
Perhaps.
So anyway, let me close this down. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like and sub and stuff like that if you want to keep being reminded of me existing, because this weekend I'm not streaming, and then I think I will do on Monday and Tuesday. And after that, I'm going to a distant country of Belgium because there is 24 hours of spa. So I will maybe send you some videos and photos from there on Instagram, most likely. Until then, thank you everyone for watching. It's pretty crazy to have 30 viewers, so nice. I hope we keep growing and stuff like that. And the stream will eventually get better and better, so have a great night or day or whatever. Everyone, see you next time. Bye bye.